sketching a parabolic graph. So sketching a parabolic graph, there are three major things you need. In order to sketch a parabolic graph, the first thing, you need your y-intercept. Your y-intercept, okay, your y-intercept, and when you calculate a y-intercept, you need to make x 0. Your x must be 0. The second thing you need the x-intercept. Calculating the x-intercept, you need to make your y, or your f of x, it must be 0, or your g of x, or whatever letter they would have used to name the graph. The last thing that you will need your turning point. And there are two ways to get the turning point. If your graph is given in a standard form, like if it is like this, ax squared bx plus c, okay, you can use this formula for getting the turning point. For x, you say minus b over 2a. This is the x coordinate of the turning point, and after getting the value, b is here, whatever will be here. For example, if you have x squared f of x equals x squared minus 4x minus 5, okay, so this is your b. Your b is minus 4, which means when you substitute it here, you're going to say minus 4. B is minus 4, and there's a minus on the formula, and your a is 1. Then you get, this is 4 over 2. Then your x coordinate of the turning point is going to be a 2. Then you take that 2, you substitute it right into the formula, like to get the y value of the turning point. You take whatever x coordinate you got, you say 2 squared minus 4, 2 minus 5. Okay, so if you press this on the calculator, this is going to be 4, because 2 squared is 4, minus 8. So 4 minus 8 is going to be minus 4, minus 5, then you're gonna get something like minus 9. So which is your turning point is going to be 2 minus 9. So that is how you can get it when your equation is like this, or your function is like this, okay? But the other way that you can get it is to turn this equation, remember the first way I showed you. Let's just not consume the time. So sometimes you will need to turn f of x, ax squared plus bx plus c into f of x, a x minus p squared plus q, so that you can easily get your turning point. Your turning point will be p and q, which is p is the x coordinate of the turning point and q is the y coordinate of the turning point. You see, so I'm going to use that same formula to help you turn, but you can just watch my video where I emphasize on turning this kind of equation into this one. Just please go and watch the video. So this is how we do it. Remember the equation. Let me just find something that is clear. F of x is equals to x squared minus 4x minus 5. So the scenario is that you must take the middle term, which is minus 4, you divide it by 2 all the time, and you square it. And so 2 minus 4 divided by 2 is going to be minus 2. You square it. Then it's necessary to do these 3 steps like this because we're going to use this middle term on our bracket. So how do we turn this? You're going to add by 4 both sides. You're going to say f of x plus 4 is equals to x squared minus 4x, and you add this 4 and minus 5. The minus 5 that is already there. So I've added 4 both sides. Okay, and you add it exactly after the middle term. Okay, and then now you factorize this into x. This, whatever that is on the middle here, you write it here. And now you have minus 5. And that 4 comes to the other side is going to be minus 4 because it was positive. So here I'm left with only f of x. So this is going to be x minus 2 squared. This and this is minus 9. So what is my turning point? My turning point is going to be 2. Remember here p is positive. So p is equals to 2 and my q is minus 9. Minus 9. So if it was positive here it was going to be negative 2 because my p would have been negative. Okay, yeah. So we know that let's just use the same function to plot the graph. Okay, the same function to plot the graph. We already know that our TP, which means our turning point, is 2 and minus 9. So for me to get the x-intercept, I must make y to be 0. The function is f of x, x squared minus 4x minus 5. Okay, so I must make my f of x, meaning y, to be 0. This is going to be 0, x squared minus 4x minus 5. So I'm going to factorize this into x minus 5, x plus 1. Please go and watch my video where I teach factorizing trinomials. And this is going to be x equals 5 or x equals to minus 1. So my x coordinates are what? 5 and 0 and minus 1 and 0. So I'm done calculating my x coordinates. Now I'm looking for my y coordinates. Y-intercept, and I must make x to be 0. So when I'm looking for y, it's going to be y 0 squared minus 4 0 minus 5. Okay, so this is going to be just minus 5. So it means 0 is to minus 5. Okay, so you can see my 5 is on the y side of the coordinates. Alright, so I have all the things I need. So now what is left of me is to plot the graph. I know that my a is positive, so the graph will smile. I know that remember we changed it into x minus 2 squared minus 9. So if my p is positive, it will move to the right and it will be downward because my q is minus 9. So please, this is not drawn to scale. So you need to clearly show your coordinates very well on your graph, okay? So the first thing that I need, I know that I have x minus 1. So I'm going to do something like this. This is minus 1. I know that I need x as 5. So I'll put it somewhere here as 5. I know that I need x as 2. So this is 1, 2. 2 has to be here. I know that I also need something like minus 9. Minus 9, I can put it here. And I also need minus 5. So these are the things that I need for me to successfully plot my graph, okay? So how am I going to plot my graph? The graph must turn here. Must turn here. This has to be the turning point of the graph. And make sure that your graph will not be as ugly as mine. As a student, you must draw nice things. Not to say that you lose marks by drawing a graph like mine, but your work must be neat. So this is the turning point, is 2 minus 9. So we're pretty much done with plotting this graph. So you name your graph f of x is equals to x squared minus 4x minus 5. You can use this. So thank you for watching this video. Please share it. Me and you can make a change if we share this video. Let someone learn. And please like and share. Thank you.